Full force na muli ang Visiting Forces Agreement sa pagitan ng Pilipinas at Amerika. Ito'y matapos bawiin ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang terminasyon ng kasunduan. Nagpasalamat naman si U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin sa desisyon ng Pangulo.
Nga ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang pagpapawalang bisa sa Visiting Forces Agreement sa pagitan ng Amerika at ng Pilipinas. Ito ang inanunsyo ni Defense Secretary Lorenzana kaninang umaga matapos ang kanyang bilateral meeting kasama si U.S. Secretary o Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. Maganda ang resulta ng pagbisita ni U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin sa bansa. Ayon kay Lorenzana, halos mahigit isang oras na pagpupulong ng Pangulo at ang kalihim ng Estados Unidos kagabi sa Malacanang, nagdesisyon si Pangulong Duterte na bawiin na ang pagpapawalang bisa sa VFA noong 2020. Sinabi ng Pangulo na puputulin na niya ang VFA, ngunit 3 beses niya itong sinuspinde upang magkaroon ng pagkakataon na ma-review o mabusisi. Estados Unidos, ikinalagot ito. Nagpasalamat si Austin kay Pangulong Duterte kasabay ng pagbibigay diin sa kahalagahan ng VFA para sa Amerikan. Ang legal na kasunduan ng dalawang bansa upang magsagawa ng mga military exercise sa Pilipinas. Ito ang basihan ng Balikatan exercises sa pagitan ng mga Amerikano at Pilipinong sundalo. Ilan din sa pinag-usapan ng dalawang kalihim ang pagpapatatag sa Mutual Defense Treaty. Ayon kay Lorenzana, nais niyang balikan ito at iangkop sa kasalukuyang sitwasyon ang ilang mga probisyon. Muli ring iginiit ng Estados Unidos ang commitment nito sa bansa sa ilalim ng Mutual Defense Treaty. Ang pagbisita ni Austin sa Pilipinas ay parte ng kanyang Southeast Asian Tour kung saan una na niyang binisita ang Vietnam at Singapore. Nakatakda rin siyang makipagpulong kay Foreign Affairs Secretary Teodoro Locsin. Si Austin ang kauna-unahang miyembro ng gabinete ni U.S. President Joe Biden na bumisita sa bansa.
You know, one of the reasons that I'm here today is to reaffirm that the U.S. security commitment to the Philippines is ironclad. And that commitment, as Secretary Blinken stated a while back, extends to the South China Sea. And so as we celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Mutual Defense Treaty this year, the commitment to our security partnership with the Philippines is stronger than ever. Secretary Lorenzana reminded me that the treaty is actually older than me, which is pretty old, I think, but nonetheless is one that we are committed to. And again, I would reemphasize that it does extend to the South China Sea.
Thank you very much for your question, Tino. The next question will come from Idris Ali of Reuters.
For both the secretaries, obviously restoring the VFA fully is quite important. What do you believe is the reason the President agreed to restore it? Because it's obviously been something that's been talked about for months and months and months. Why now? And Secretary Austin, how important is it that it's been restored? And in practical matters, obviously, you know, what impact will it play going forward?
I don't really know the reason behind the President's decision. I'm not privy to his decision making. But one thing is clear, the Department of Foreign Affairs and our ambassador to the United States have been actually working for this to happen. And maybe the President was just convinced that we should continue with the BFA, and he gave the decision last night.
Well, as you know, the President had extended, our ability to continue to train and operate together, and so we've had the ability to do what we think is necessary to continue to build capability, capacity with and interoperability with the Philippine forces. This provides us some degree of certainty going forward, so we can plan further in advance, and with that long-range planning, we can actually do more comprehensive exercises. Having said that, we're doing 300 exercises and exchanges a year. You know, that includes a range of activities. And again, this provides us a certainty that I think is important to ensure that we continue to produce quality training events.
Thank you for your question, Idris. The next question will be given by Michael Flores of Agence France Press.
Morning, Secretary Austin. Secretary Lorenzana, when you meant the VFA was fully restored, is it restored in the original text or are there revisions because the Philippines previously has raised concerns, particularly on the custody issues when there is an American soldier accused of committing crimes in the Philippines? And Secretary Austin, you mentioned it provides flexibility, and one particular important aspect of the VFA is the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement. And there were activities that were stalled because of this uncertainty. Are there specific activities now under the EDCA that will proceed, considering that the President has decided to fully restore the VFA? Thank you. There is nothing to restore in the VFA. The original documents there. What happened was there was this termination letter that was submitted by the Philippines to the United States, informing the United States that the agreement will be terminated in 6 months, which the President extended several times. So that letter has been retracted. So as if nothing happened, and the VFA will continue. Now, with regards to custody of people, I think that's one of the side agreements that have been being worked out by both sides, and it will not affect the original document, but it will be just an adjunct or an addition agreement between the two countries. Thank you.
In terms of what was stalled potentially because of lack of certainty, actually nothing. Because the President had extended our ability to train and operate together, we were able to continue to do a number of things. Again, this provides certainty for us going forward, where we can do long-range planning and do different types of exercises and incorporate more capability. So again, I think it's a very welcome decision. And we look forward to continuing to partner with our great partners here in the Philippines.
Thank you for your question, Mikhail. The last question will be given by Alana Anis of CBS.
Thank you. Secretary Austin, the President has asked you to determine how and when mandatory vaccines for the military will be implemented. Do you see that timeline being a matter of weeks or days, and what kinds of obstacles do you see that lay ahead for implementing that?
Well, you know, I can't predict how long it's going to take, as you would expect me to do. I'll go back and consult with my medical professionals and the chairman and the secretaries of the services and the chiefs of the services. And we'll outline the steps for the way ahead. But you know, we'll move as expeditiously as possible. You know, quite frankly, I'm inclined to move towards making sure that everybody is properly protected. This is an issue of risk and readiness for the services. And you know, we're going to make sure that, you know, the health of the force is very, very important. I mean, we're going to make sure we take care of our troops. We're going to do it in the right way, and so we'll look at this with our medical professionals and the service secretaries and the chiefs, and then we'll outline that timeline. But we won't let grass grow under our feet. The President's directed us to do something, and we'll get after it.